Hello everybody. Welcome back to Python Bits. So you've been learning Python and now interviews are coming for your neck. Don't worry, I got you. In this video, I'm going through some of the most common Python interview questions for junior developer roles and how to actually answer them without sounding like you're just having a question and an answer. We're going to make it more of a conversation. So let's get into it. We obviously cannot continue answering questions about Python without first understanding what Python itself is. Now, do not overcomplicate this. In simple terms, just say Python is a programming language that's easy to read, easy to understand, and easy to use. You can use it for various purposes like web development, data, AI, and machine learning, and also automation. The reason everyone loves it, it's beginner friendly but still powerful enough for real world applications. That is the most simplest definition of Python. It's easy to learn but very powerful. All right, moving on swiftly. What are Python data types? Think of data types as the kind of data that you're working with. It could be in a list form, it could be a text, it could be numbers, it could be true or false. In Python, when it comes to numbers, these are whole numbers, numbers like 10 or 20 or 25 that do not have a decimal point at the end. They are called ints. Ints, it's short for integers. Numbers that have decimal points in Python, they are called float. They're floating numbers. We also have a boolean. A boolean is either a true or a false. It's either one of those. It cannot be both. It's either one of those, and these are called booleans. We also have lists, tuples, dictionaries, but we will look more into them in the next as we explicitly define each of them. In the previous question, when we were defining data types, we mentioned a list and a tuple among them. So what is the difference between a list and a tuple? This one comes up a lot. The simplest way we can define both of them is a list is mutable. That means you can change the data, while a tuple is immutable, meaning you cannot alter with the data. Also, a list uses the brackets, while a tuple uses the round brackets. Lists are slower compared to tuples, which are faster. So if you need something flexible, you use a list. If you want something fixed, you use a tuple. That's literally it. That's the difference between them. Do not stress about it. The easiest way to remember it, list can change, tuples cannot change. What is a function in Python? Oh, this is the best. I really love functions. So, function is just a reusable block of code. Instead of writing the same thing over and over and over, you just write it once, give it a name, and you reuse it. That is the best thing about a function. It saves time, keeps your code clean, and makes you look like you know what you're doing. The last question we would like to answer is, what is a dictionary in Python? A dictionary stores data as key value pairs. When I say key value, I mean it's like a ratio. It has A to B, B to C. You understand? Think of it like a real dictionary. You have a word and it has a meaning, right? So in Python, you might have a name and a value attached to it. It's very useful when you want to structure data. Like, for example, when you're filling out an authorization form, you have a name and it expects you to put the value for the name. That is how dictionaries are defined. And that is as simple as it is. 5 Python interview questions you're almost guaranteed to see. The key is not memorizing the definitions, it's more of understanding them. If you can explain things simply, you're already ahead of most people. In my next video, I'd like to talk about APIs because API is more broad when it comes to Python, and stick around for it. This is Python Bits, and I'll see you in the next one. Enjoy!